Okay, pop quiz challenge number 1.
Ladies, gentlemen, Quizmasters everywhere, welcome to a very special bonus episode of Sabrina's Witch Trials. Yes, folks, it's time for another of everyone's favorite bonus episodes, the Challenge of the Quizmasters. Now, of course, everyone's favorite guest here on the Witch Trials. That media maven, Cris Conquers. That media maven from Cris Conquers, Cris Adelio. She's done very well on her last 2 trials, but we must find out her answers to this very ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
Quiet. You haven't been introduced yet.
You just said my name.
I didn't introduce you. We're talking about you before you're here.
Groundbreaking
Fine.
is what I would say.
Fine, guys.
Pivotal.
Cris is here from CrisConquers.com. How you doing, Cris?
Hi.
She found this quiz after we recorded the last trial of Cris in the heading of Challenge of the Quizmaster, and she really wanted to do it.
Also, you could have said Cris Trials, because that kind of sounds like Witch Trials.
No, the Trials of Cris.
Okay, fine.
You've just failed your last trial.
Okay, fine.
She really wanted to do this quiz, and I said, you know what? Content, I will take it. I'm sure the listenership is just going up at this idea. So we're gonna run through this quiz. Cris is gonna take it. I'm gonna serve as Quizmaster as always, because who else could do it but me? Probably anyone. I mean, it's a BuzzFeed quiz, so literally there doesn't even have to be someone here asking the questions. But otherwise, it's just Cris saying answers, and that's not fun.
Isn't it?
But, people were probably wondering at home, Cris, what quiz will they possibly be doing from BuzzFeed? Because there are so many quizzes here. I mean,
yeah,
almost too many. Just looking at this now, your cake preferences will determine your life in 20 years. Shop at Abercrombie & Fitch. Find out why people love you. That's literally one quiz.
I think that's got to be an ad.
No.
Do you have strong opinions about ice cream flavors?
These
Is that
are
actually
all,
a quiz? When will you get into your next relationship?
These are all quizzes we're definitely not doing.
Nope.
Cris, what is the name of the quiz that we are taking here today?
The name of the quiz is...
Don't do that.
Which TGIF hunk should you go back in time and bang?
The subheading, of course, reading, Grab a Condom and a Time Machine. This was the original promotion for the Time Chasers crossover.
Or Hot Tub Time Machine.
Fair enough, although this is probably better written. Take that! Cris.
Yes.
Before we get into the quiz and its questions, is there a hunk that you're hoping for? I mean, we can review some of them. There's Corey, Sean from Boy Meets World. You, of course, have Harvey from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Josh from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The guy from Clueless, whose name I don't know because I never really remembered Clueless. Mr. Cooper from Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
You're talking about the stepbrother from Clueless, or
yes, who also played Josh, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Oh my god, I can't remember his name. I'm not going to remember his name.
Perfect.
So Harvey, Avi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also partial to, oh god, what's his name from Boy Meets World? Eric.
Oh, really?
I was always partial
not
to
Ryder
Eric.
Strong, excuse me, Will Friedle.
Yeah, always.
Hi. I'm a romantic guy, so to me, love is very important. And you girls will be surprised to learn that I'm currently available.
Yeah, good. And if this was a dating service, I'd care. Now talk about your attitudes towards love.
Oh, I'm in favor. I'm also in favor of candlelit dinners and long romantic walks on the beach.
Answer the question.
The question is, am I the guy for you?
Cut!
Is it just because he's the voice of Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond?
No, because he was hilarious.
He was very funny.
And also the hair.
And also the Terry McGinnis. That's why I'm attracted to him. Who are you not hoping for here, Cris?
Corey.
Corey.
Fucking Corey.
The guy from You Wish, the genie.
Yeah, I feel like that goes without saying.
Oh, or the guy from Teen Angel? The angel?
Do you think that Stefan Urkel would be on here?
I'm
Was
sure
that
I'm sure Steve
That was
Urkel
TGIF,
is.
right?
That was TGIF for a while, yeah. The guy from Family Oh, you might get Waldo from
Actually,
Family Matters.
I would want Stefan.
Oh,
Stefan was fucking hot.
You would want Stefan. You wouldn't want Steve.
No, I wouldn't want Steve.
Although he does have a heart. He has a big heart.
He does.
But
Stefan had a heart too.
I guess. He's just too suave for my taste. I want to go with suspenders. There's also Steve from Full House. He was the voice of Aladdin, Chris.
Yeah, no.
That gets you going?
I'm
Big
good.
jock, always eating out of your fridge.
I'm good, thanks.
Perfect. Okay. So you don't want
Corey.
Corey. We're not aiming for a Corey here.
No Corey, no Corey, no Corey.
Mr. Feeney?
I would rather get Mr. Feeney.
Who wouldn't? Come on.
I mean...
Hunk of all hunks. I always thought...
Kit? Come on.
I always thought... not Eric. I forget what the dad's name is. The dad, Corey's dad, was also a handsome man of the 90s. At least, like, in season 1.
I don't remember his name. Eric sounds like his name, but it's not.
Alan.
His
name is Alan Matthews. All right. Let's kick it off here, Chris. Couple of questions.
They need to make a mom one, though. Like, moms of TGIF, and then have the aunts from Sabrina.
I feel like BuzzFeed wouldn't want to do that because that, like, objectifies women. As where I don't think BuzzFeed has a problem objectifying men.
True that.
Take that, BuzzFeed. True feminism is supporting men.
No, it's equality of the sexes.
Whatever. Go sexes. Chris, you ready? Okay, question 1. Who did you hang out with in high school? Should I take this for you, Chris? Okay. Theater kids, yes. Troublemakers, popular kids, goths, jocks, geeks. Which one, Chris?
So I feel like it's kind of a combo of theater kids and geeks because I went to an art school.
I feel like the geeks at your school were also theater kids.
Well, because everyone was either a theater kid, like everyone was an art kid.
Yes.
So they were like theater kids. I didn't really hang out with the drama majors, but I hung out with the art majors, and I feel like that's kind of the bracket in terms of this quiz that the art kids would fall into. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
So I would go with theater kids just because I feel like the artsy kids were the ones I hung out with. Even though geeks within the artsy kids, the geeks of the artsy kids were the ones I hung out with.
Gotcha.
Nerd!
That isn't very nice.
Marge, try to understand. There are 2 kinds of college students, jocks and nerds. As a jock, it is my duty to give nerds a hard time. Hey, pal, did you get a load of the nerd?
Pardon me?
Well explained, I suppose.
Subgenre within genre.
Question 2. What do you order on a first date?
Okay.
You've got a cheeseburger, some sort of nice salad with some sort of feta cheese on it, it looks like.
Greek salad?
Greek
It's Greek
salad
salad.
works for me. There are olives, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
A steak, nice steak and some vegetables. Sushi, pizza, or beer. I assume just beer.
Honestly, I'd probably order the burger.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not a sushi gal.
I'm not a sushi gal.
I mean, on the first date, you don't want like pizza. I guess.
I
maybe.
might go for the steak.
The
other thing to consider is I'm keto, so...
But do you want to be an expensive date?
What if I'm the steak? No, I would probably go for and honestly, I would probably rather have the burger. Like, if chicken was on here somewhere, that would probably be my choice.
Fair
but
play.
yeah, the burger. It's very me.
There it is. And how would you like that cooked, Chris?
Medium well, sir.
Gross.
And no bun because I'm keto.
I would like the bun.
Also weird.
I would like the bun rare, as in I don't want to see it. Choose a city here, Chris.
I was like, I thought you wanted your toast like Hilda.
Good lord.
Hilda's pomegranate toast.
My God, Chris, that was weeks ago,
I know.
if not months, if not years.
They'll remember.
Chris, pick a city here. San Francisco, Chicago, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C.
New York City. Always.
Or Miami.
Nope. New York City.
There it is.
Born and bred.
City so nice, they named it several times. Now we're going to be choosing puppies here, Chris.
Oh my God.
Prepare yourself.
So puppies.
I have to describe these dogs. There's a melancholy looking, like, this is a pit bull? Looks like a pit bull puppy, maybe?
Maybe? I don't know.
There's a
little puggy.
A little pug who looks like he's watching someone make a sandwich out of food that he really doesn't want to eat.
Jesus descriptions. That looks like a lab.
There's a
Like a chocolate
Labrador
lab.
puppy who just looks like he, I don't know.
He's figuring out the way of the world.
No, he's looking. He looks like he's thinking about something his dad told him when he was younger, but now his dad's dead. Wow. Like that's what's weighing on
No,
his
that's
mind.
what the one under him looks like.
No.
That golden retriever.
This white golden retriever. He just looks like somebody else is having a fun time but won't invite him over.
Aww. These all sound sad.
None of these look like they're having happy times.
I'm really struggling between the next two because those are my two favorites.
Okay.
I have a thing for dogs with pointy ears.
That's
a husky.
Is this a husky?
That looks like a husky,
Okay, there's
yeah.
a husky who looks like he's generally happy.
He's
and,
perky.
Somebody's like eating a chicken sandwich and he wants some. And then there's this thing, this little ragamuffin.
He's so cute. He's
who
like
looks
a wired-haired terrier of some kind, it looks like. I don't know, but he's adorable.
And he just looks like he knows that he's cute and he's going to take some photos.
I think I want originally I was leaning towards the wire-haired dog, the last one that you showed, but I think the husky is going to have to be it because I love huskies.
Done and done. The one happy dog. Choose a superpower here, Chris. This is going to be evocative and controversial. Immortality, which doesn't really seem like a superpower.
Seems sad.
Invincibility. Hypnosis.
That's invisibility.
Invisibility. You want to pick invincibility? I'll give it to you.
I was like invincibility, maybe, yeah.
X-ray vision, flight, or super strength, which is as close to invincibility as you'll get.
This one's I always find the superpower questions really hard. Do you feel that way as well, or is that like just a me thing?
No, I feel like people probably fall into one of three categories. There's the flight. There's the
invisibility.
people who want invisibility. And I always throw super speed in there because I always thought the Flash's powers always seemed really cool and convenient.
I feel like super strength is something that a lot of people put on there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, super strength, like, who cares?
I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, of the superheroes that I like, who has powers that I think are cool. Like, I've never wanted to fly. I don't think that that's cool. But I guess it would be convenient in terms of getting from one place to another. Like, my commute would be shortened.
Mm-hmm. That's partially why I like the Flash powers, and also because I get to throw lightning bolts, which is a cool thing to do. Hypnosis. Who wants to be hypnotic?
Well,
I mean, more hypnotic than I already am. Am I right, listener?
Hypnosis is kind of awesome, though, in terms of, like, I feel like in terms of all superpowers, I think ones of the mind are probably ones that interest me the most.
Look at buddy Professor X over here. With his...
I would love Professor
Chris, take your hand away from your temple. What are you doing?
X's
No!
powers. But hypnosis, I guess, in terms of, like, being able to get people to do the things that you want for them, but then also doesn't that kind of
sounds
get
a little
sad?
rapey?
Yeah, like.
Okay, so how big a rapist are you? Here's a BuzzFeed quiz. If you see a girl lying in the street, you A, help her, B, check if she's wearing underwear.
I feel like the taking free will away from people part of hypnosis would actually really bother me, even though that's the one I'm leaning towards the most.
You see more super villains with that power than superheroes.
Like, yeah, like if you, I mean, I guess if you convince like, someone who's like stealing money from children to donate it all, then great. Like, but figuring out how to use hypnosis for good.
But that's not justice, is it, Chris?
It's justice, but it's also like, I don't know. I feel like it would upset my sense of like, karma.
We really need an answer here.
I'm going to pick invisibility because I feel like, I don't know.
Not immortality?
No, I don't want to be immortal.
See, people always say that, oh, you live forever, you have to watch all your friends die.
Yeah.
I don't have that many friends.
I would
Not
have,
that big a deal.
yeah, but family, I would have lots of issues with
and
that.
Also, immortality doesn't necessarily mean, like, you'll be healthy all your life. You might just have, like, really painful cancer for the rest of your existence.
Yeah, and or like, have a Voldemort existence where you, like...
hang out on the back of a man's head. Good point.
Or before that, before he was strong enough to do that, where he was just, like,
hanging out on the man's thigh. before he got on the way up there. Chris.
But I still, part of me is like hypnosis.
Chris, you've already chosen invisibility.
I know, but
Where does your money go?
makeup.
Keto snacks.
Makeup and books. No, legit, makeup and books. Or coffee. Is coffee on there?
Food is on
Beauty
here.
products. That's what it goes.
Okay.
Nope, that's it. Beauty products.
Let me read it for the Pearson at home.
Pearson. Or food. Food, yes.
Or at work. Wherever they are.
Food gets expensive.
Chris, you're doing my job, okay?
All right, fine. Just read them.
Where does your money go? Interrupting your brother on his podcast. Oh, whoa, look at this.
If I were getting paid, maybe.
You wish. Al doesn't even get a cent from that. All right. Where does your money go? Clothes, gadgets, charity, bills, which I assume is the Buffalo football team, beauty products, and food. Which one, Chris?
Beauty products.
There it is.
I mean, I spend a lot of money on food because
Even your wacky diet.
lunches.
Oh, it's true. Chris isn't a Packer, which is also
No.
a football team.
Because I don't have the, like, I mean, I guess if I packed stuff, I would know that I would have something. But also, it's good to get out of the office. And it's good to have a reason to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Mama loves her iced coffee, so...
Just as a fun reminder, Chris, do any of these questions seem like they have absolutely anything to do with TGIF?
Honestly, no. Like, I'm not thinking about... Well, beauty products maybe is Sean.
Sean?
Not
really?
Sean, Eric. I don't know. Doesn't Sean talk about his hair too? But I feel like it's more
Sean
Eric.
is the hair guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I have 3 kids and no money. Why can't I have no kids and 3 money?
Okay. How would you describe your style, Chris? Speaking of style-y things.
Mhm.
Sporty, classic, dated, preppy, casual, leathery.
Classic?
Hmm.
I don't know.
You don't wear a lot of leather.
I guess more casual, but like with flair.
Okay, I can't add flair. I can't raise the flairometer.
So it's like, I don't know. Which one would you say I'm more classic or more casual?
Here we go. Asking Al.
Yeah.
I would say more classic, especially now that you are having to
Wear
dress
for
more
work?
business appropriate.
Yeah.
Not so many.
Yeah, but like the things that I wear when I don't have to go to work.
Pajamas.
Okay, when I leave the house, well, like when I have events that I need to go to that I actually have to choose the outfits for.
Yeah, I mean,
Or like my
it is a
summer
mix
clothes.
of classic and casual.
I feel like I love prints, and
Mhm.
that's what makes me shy away from classic, because like some of them are like classic cuts, but like because I have such prints.
Mhm. But Chris, I mean, I think Tan from Queer Eye will tell you that even prints can be classic.
Classic. Okay, classic it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Tan.
Thank you, Tan, for that reference.
There were these huge bins of clothes, and everybody was rifling through them like crazy, and I grabbed one. And it fit. So I don't think that this is totally just a woman's suit. At the very least, it's bisexual.
Chris, what is your dream job?
Okay.
We've got some sort of science man.
Professor,
Sure.
looks like.
We've got Discount Evil Knievel.
Is that...
We've got Jesse Eisenberg from the
No.
looks of it playing a guitar.
That looks like... What's his face?
Jesse Eisenberg.
No, what's his face? That actual guy from that band.
Jesse Eisenberg isn't a real guy.
Oh my god, just keep going.
Okay. A man who takes photo of grass. Old French cook.
It's a chef.
Sure.
Or
And
a doctor.
man with mask, not wearing mask.
I feel like the photographer. The like travel photographer, because I think that would be... You didn't click on it.
I know. I'm just.
I
checking
feel like that
things.
would be the most interesting. And then my second choice would probably be the chef.
The old Frenchman. That's really your dream job, is to be an old Frenchman.
Well, I would love the ability to travel and just take photos. Like, that'd be awesome.
Fair enough. Pick a snack, Chris. This is going to be tough.
Oh, shit.
And
I
for-
already know my options from, like, the ones I can see quickly.
And for this, I'm going to free you of your keto restraints.
Okay. Well, obviously, I would free myself.
No, I free you. Who's the quizmaster here?
Okay, fine. You free me.
Okay. You're freed. We've got Chex Mix, deviled eggs.
Oh, fuck. They're
We've
messing
got,
with me.
A banana, several flavors of Slim Jim, popcorn, and nachos.
See, this is really, really hard because I love Chex Mix, but I also really, really love nachos. Like, nachos are one of the things where I would want to not be keto so I can have nachos.
Mm-hmm.
Chex Mix is just like one of those things where it's like all of the best things are in one bag, and it's so salty and so delicious and so addictive. It's so hard. Like, so if we're saying good nachos, then I would pick nachos.
Assume all of these are the best that they can be.
Then nachos.
All right.
Because, well, Chex Mix is pretty standard. Like,
These nachos do not look that good.
they don't, which is why I'm like...
They look like pretty much like movie theater nachos.
Yeah, I had nachos like not too long ago, and they were like kind of sucky and kind of disappointing. Like, why cheat if you're going to have shitty nachos? It's not worth it.
Okay.
Pick cheats that are worth it. Legit.
What is this? All right, cheesy blasters. You take a hot dog, stuff it with some jack cheese, fold it in a pizza. You got cheesy blasters. And then all the kids say, thanks, Meat Cat. And then Meat Cat flies away on his skateboard.
Chris, choose a gaming system. Here we go.
God. Game Boy. Classic Game Boy.
We've got the...
is Dreamcast there? Because that shit was my jam.
We've got the classic Nintendo Game Boy. We've got a PlayStation 1, or technically that's the original PlayStation. We've got a Sega Genesis.
Oh, fuck. I loved Sega Genesis.
Or Mega Drive for you international users. We've got a Nintendo GameCube, an Xbox original, and a Nintendo 64.
I take it back. The Genesis.
You just love that Aladdin game.
No, I love Genesis. I had the only game I actually had. Oh no! Yeah, no.
Chris,
damn it!
For those listening at home, Chris got a little peek of who
I got.
who her fuckable hunk is.
God damn it!
But
damn it!
Before that, finish your story about the Genesis.
I loved the Genesis. The only game that I had for Genesis was a that I personally had, because Phil had games that I could play. The only one I specifically had was a Sesame Street game, which I played a lot of.
That's right. I think I remember when you got it.
It was for Christmas one year, I think.
Maybe I don't remember because I might not have been
Carol gave it to me.
Old enough. Maybe I was.
Still remember.
Phil.
But no, Sonic. Sonic was my game.
Phil played a lot of Sega Genesis, and I don't know if I told the story on I think I must have, but when I was a kid, me and Phil are 10 years apart in age, Phil would give me a controller that was not plugged in and then play against the computer and tell me that I was doing great.
And you were.
In many ways, I wasn't.
Way better than you would have done.
I was being lied to. I was being tricked. But that's family.
You felt like you were playing.
Nah. Really felt hurt when I found out.
He could have just said no.
Yeah,
and then he would have been a total dick, but he let you believe that you were playing. That's kind of nice.
Oh,
okay, let's get to the horrific answer that I got, which is so much worse than Corey.
All right, Chris.
So much worse.
Your hunk, who you're going to go through time to bone. You're going to
cook such a waste of my time.
You're going to cook up that recipe for a time ball that's actually quite doable. And what you're going to do...
Bunch of fish.
It's like sardines and an onion. It's ridiculous. You're going to go back in time. You're going to go back to 1997 when the show debuted. You're going to knock on his door. And you're going to say hi to Marty, the angel from Teen Angel, Chris.
We repaired the hole ripped in the fabric of time. But more importantly, do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Well, can he do this?
No, but he's on the football team.
Oh.
He's wisecracking. We know you love that in a guy.
There's no description.
No.
What the fuck? You cheap bitches.
Chris is yelling at a couple of birds that came into the house.
No, I'm yelling at BuzzFeed for not giving me a breakdown of why he would be my hunk.
He loves hamburgers like you do.
So what?
That's established.
So does everyone.
Oh, that's probably the one that clinched it, is the cheeseburger.
No, that's stupid.
He died for a cheeseburger.
He was invisible.
He is invisible. Good point, man. It just lines up perfect. My God, Chris, you should really consider this.
I don't want this. I should have just said friggin' hypnosis like I wanted to. Yeah. I probably would have gotten Eric.
And we
not
all
Eric. Yes, Eric. Because wasn't Eric always trying to hypnotize people?
He might have. That seems like one of the wacky things he did.
Can we switch some and like...
Nope. It's walked
see
in.
what it would have been?
Sorry, Chris. You are forever stuck with your love affair.
Tune in next time
with an
when
angel.
Al has to take this.
Yes.
And he gets freaking... The genie from that stupid other show.
His literal name is Genie.
Okay, he gets Genie. How about that?
I would rather have Jerry Van Dyke from that also same show.
Well, and he's from New York, right?
He
has a super New York accent.
He's a wisecracking angel from South Bronx.
At least he has good taste in
tracksuits.
Yeah.
And
Sega Genesis?
He loves Sega Genesis, apparently.
Because Genesis is a book from the Bible? Is that why?
Very good, Chris.
Let's break it all down.
This is definitely more thought than the person who made this quiz put into this quiz.
Nachos? Does he have a thing with nachos? I don't know.
Really?
He likes to travel the world. Does he do that?
As an angel. He's got a classic style of
white tracksuits.
Yes.
He loves beauty products. See, that I don't get. He doesn't fit beauty products.
Well,
Maybe that wasn't his. Maybe that was someone else's.
Line up perfectly.
Yeah.
Invisibility makes sense.
Works.
The dog's white.
And perky, like him.
Like
New York works.
Like his butt, which you'll probably love. Burgers makes perfect sense.
Yeah, he freaking died.
Theater kids.
I don't think that makes sense.
He wears wings all the time. Who else but a theater kid? Chris, the match made in heaven. Pun intended.
Later.
Fun time had by definitely me.
Because you saw me get this crap monster.
And now I get to mock you through the internet.
Wow, great.
About
Thank you.
your love. I'm just going to send you like gifs of Teen Angel, which will probably be hard to find.
Well, my hunk has magic powers, so suck
sure
it.
does.
But he's dead, so technically, like...
You're marrying an angel. It's like Ghost.
Would I even be able to hook up with him? Like, probably not, because he's dead. Yes?
He'd probably have to like... You would probably...
Isn't that so depressing?
Yes.
So depressing.
You would have to... You would have to sleep with Whoopi Goldberg, and he would have to like lay in her place.
No.
If that documentary I watched is accurate.
That documentary. Ghost.
Yes. And then there'll be like a money laundering story that nobody ever really focuses on.
I did.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay.
$3 million.
There you go. There it is, Chris. You've got your hunk, and we've got another trial of Chris in the books. Look for some other trials to come down the pipe not too long from now. The challenge of the Quizmaster cannot be avoided by people who have been on the show. So look forward to that. That'll be coming out sooner rather than later, probably. But until then, Chris, of course, people can check out all the things you write and all the things you try and enjoy and don't enjoy over at chrisconkers.com. And they can mock you for being in love with Marty on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Conkers. Folks, you can listen to the Witch Trials everywhere you do, and you should review us, and you should subscribe wherever you can. Twitter.com/Sabrina Podcast, Facebook.com/Sabrina's Witch Trials, and of course, Instagram.com/Sabrina's Witch Trials for all your favorite Sabrina memes, videos, funny photos. It might just be inhabited with Teen Angel stuff now that Chris and Marty will be married. But check it out there and subscribe, of course. And also, don't forget to check us out on YouTube because there's a lot of fun Sabrina's trial briefs, which are basically little clips from the witch trials that I've turned into videos that are up there. They're a lot of fun. Check those out. And until the next challenge of the Quizmaster, thank you. I will say thank you, and I will say we will see you in the other realm.
Well, when you're dead, give me a call.
You're cute, but I'm gonna live for 1,000 years.
I can wait.